So the entire Destiny community went into an all-out frenzy earlier this morning when Cheese Forever posted a video on one of the most sought-after things inside of Destiny 2, a good old legendary shard farm, exploit, whatever you want to call it, basically a rare occurrence in which you're able to pull a piece of loot from collections from Glimmer and then dismantle it and get legendary shards right back. So naturally everybody jumped on this like it's one of those inflatables on the water that you use to send your friend flying 50 feet in the sky. So with all of the issues plaguing Destiny 2 spaghetti code at the moment, you got mods that aren't even working, such as firepower. It's not even making an orb. It says it is, but it's not. Not to mention the other head-scratching patch notes that they put out on one of their Twitter accounts that they just forgot to put in the actual patch notes themselves. And we are struggling to count a little bit, which, don't get me wrong, I do too, but I'm not backed by $3 billion now, am I? But this legendary shard farm got patched at the time we were recording this video 2 hours ago. This legendary shard farm had a lifespan of about a smooth 10 hours, give or take, until Bungie came in here earlier today with the swiftness and stealthness and just outright removed the Guardian Games class item from collection, so you can no longer pull it for Glimmer and dismantle it, which, believe it or not, surprise surprise, made a lot of people mad. Now of course I understand it. These legendary shard exploits are never here for an extended period of time. They are always gone relatively quick. Of course this is something that only directly benefits the players. However, I feel like where a lot of the frustration from a lot of people is coming from is the absolute light speed rate in which Bungie patched this. Just about everything in this game requires you to use legendary shards, so we're always constantly using them, especially coming off a new expansion somewhat recently. That's going to drain your legendary shards even further. So people really like when these legendary farms or exploits pop up and get a U-Haul size worth of legendary shards in such a short amount of time. So when the game is in a bit of a shitty state and riddled with all of these issues that have already been in the game way longer than this legendary shard farm was, and the quickest thing to get patched out of all of these is the legendary shard farm, that is going to upset a lot of people, especially with the speed in which they did it while the game is still being plagued by all of these current other issues. Now I'm not trying to say they should have just left this in the game for such a long period of time, but I believe trying to patch some of the current issues, maybe some of the mods that are just not working, maybe fixing those first and then patching the legendary shard exploit, I feel like that would leave a lot better of a taste rather than giving the shard farm to guillotine first. People would have had some time to stockpile on some legendary shards, which everyone likes. Parts of the game that just isn't working would be working, and then you fix the exploit, because you can't just be having that running rampant for an extended period of time, otherwise the economy would just go shit. Of course, I'm no chef or game dev, but that's just my 2 cents on the matter. Go ahead and put your 2 cents down in the comments below, and thank you for giving me about 3 minutes of your time. I greatly appreciate it. Consider subscribing. You guys be safe out there. We'll see you on the next one.